Erica here with Prep Scholar GMAT, back today with 5 tips for picking the perfect GMAT tutor. Before we get started, I want to remind everyone that you can get one-on-one online tutoring from me or another GMAT expert with Prep Scholar GMAT. You can head over to our website to sign up or learn more about our other customized online prep options. Links are in the description. And as always, if you like this video, we've got a lot more great GMAT content. So check out our channel and subscribe for updates on new videos and live streams. Tip number 1, make sure that your tutor has a high GMAT score. This almost goes without saying. Your tutor needs to have demonstrated that they have mastered the test. You can't expect them to teach you something that they can't do themselves. At Prep Scholar, we require all of our tutoring candidates to have 99th percentile scores, which we verify with official score reports. Whether you're going through a company or picking your own tutor, this is a good baseline requirement to weed out unqualified tutors. Tip number 2, make sure that your tutor has significant tutoring experience. Now, this is where you need to start paying attention. A lot of test prep and tutoring companies hire high-performing test takers who have 0 relevant tutoring or teaching experience. Then, they sell potential students on their tutor's impressive scores. It's important to recognize that taking the test and teaching the test are totally different skills. Many high test scores can't explain why they do what they do on the test, and certainly can't help their students do the same. You should seek out a tutor with multiple years of experience teaching, specifically experience tutoring standardized tests, which are a whole different ballgame than classroom subjects. Tip number 3, make sure that your tutor is student-centered and not lecture-oriented. This is why it's important that they have experience specifically as a tutor and not just a classroom teacher. If you want to lecture, you should be taking a group class. Tutoring is one-on-one for a reason. It should be about finding and addressing your needs, and just as importantly, helping you to do things on your own. A few traits of a student-centered tutor are listening more than speaking, asking open-ended questions, answering student questions, focusing on the process more than the answer, exploring student mistakes and successes, interactive lesson plans, and distilling key points as they occur and in recap. Tip number 4, make sure that your tutor supports your individual study, not just your lessons. A good tutor knows the hours you spend with them are only part of the equation. They'll plan not only your sessions, but also what you should do on your own between sessions. This ensures that you're making the most of your individual study time, strengthening concepts from your sessions and your work at home, preparing for upcoming sessions to make your time together as high leverage as possible, and sticking to a study plan that builds up to test day. At Prep Scholar GMAT, we make this easy by providing every tutoring student with our completely customized online program, which our tutors then use to assign specific content lessons, strategy lessons, quizzes, and practice tests from that student's dashboard as homework. The students then complete this on their own and then review with their tutor at the following session. Tip number 5, make sure that the location and availability of your tutor is convenient for you. Now, this is where things get complicated. As we apply the criteria above, the number of available tutors dwindles, and their schedules fill up really quickly. Students are often forced to choose between the best tutoring experience and tutoring hours that fit their work schedule or a tutoring commute that doesn't eat up their day. And this assumes that you're in a location that has any good GMAT tutors. Depending on what country and city you live in, your options for tutoring may be severely limited to non-existent. If you're dealing with this dilemma, online tutoring like we offer at Prep Scholar GMAT can be a great option to have both your pick of tutors and to keep living your life. With today's tech, online tutoring can be just as interactive and effective as in-person tutoring, but you don't have to leave your office or your living room. Plus, since your tutor is working from a convenient location for them, they're likely to have a much more open and accommodating schedule. I personally work with students from all over the globe and accommodate pretty much every time difference out there. And those are 5 tips for picking the perfect GMAT tutor. If you have any questions on what we talked about today or suggestions for future videos, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and happy GMAT studies.